All right, seventh inning stretch here with you. About a week into the season here for most teams, getting close to that mark. Logan Stone with me again. We're going to hit MLB headlines. What's catching our attention? We're writing old school in the newspaper. What do you put it on the headline there? What a seventh inning stretch with you right now. All right, Logan. We are officially back here. Baseball is in business. We don't just have Yankees Giants theatrics on Netflix to talk about. We got a kind of a week here to kind of dive into some things that have caught our attention. Obviously, as I always we always got to be reminded, long way to go here. But a lot of good storylines here. That's the best part about baseball is we can have that drama every day. We can have that storyline every day. And what for you? We're going to go into for us, we kind of said MLB headlines is going to be the way we're going to go about it this week. So if you had to make either a statement, not necessarily a thought, but just what would be your headline, one of the big headlines for you after this first week, we'll say, of the MLB season?
I think my number one is I can't create a headline right now, but it would be basically the how great the pitching staff for the Yankees has been. I can't remember now. They've only played the Giants and the Mariners, and the Giants were not good at all. The Mariners won a game, but the bullpen has been awesome. Max Fried has not allowed a run. Cam Schlittler has not allowed a run either. Will Warren has only allowed one run, and then so has Ryan Weathers, and so they've all been really good. The bullpen has been really awesome too, and so it's early in the season, and 3 of those games were against the Giants, so it's not really saying much. But as a part-time Yankees fan, it's pretty cool to see that, because honestly, the bullpen was the thing that was worrying me the whole off season, and Aaron Judge is doing well.
He's doing good. No, he's doing terrible.
He's got 2 home runs already, so we're good. We're good.
But 120 average, 2 home runs. We're in a good spot. That's all that matters with Aaron. Hits the ambulance. Hit the ambulance, though, for the Giants there. Don't be a jerk. Don't be a jerk. Yes. Well, the Yankees did, Tyler. He's going to be jumping on here soon. Hopefully, those will get into probably dive into a question about his college coach there with the Giants. All right, here. So the Yankees, I agree. I had that kind of on my list of a long list here, but I'll keep it short. So again, the game they did lose, 2-1. So they're right there. They're right there with it. Love to start there off too. This is maybe more dramatic. First take. Is Shea Langeliers the best catcher in major leagues this year? Will he eventually? Raleigh, obviously, we give him last year. It is what it is. We give Raleigh the credit there. Big Cal, 60+ home runs. Probably won't ever be done by a catcher again. But does Shea take that ring this year as best catcher after a 5 home run start to the season? Obviously, don't want to overreact, but he had a good year last year too, Logan. Is that a crazy thought? Is that a crazy headline?
I'm trying to think of other catchers. I don't think Real Muto.
Baldwin's been good to start.
Yeah. You know what? I've liked Shea Langeliers. He's always been on an upward trajectory. Wow, look at you, fanboying.
I love that term. It's so funny.
But he's always been on.
I got Jose Canseco on this wall, and you said it again. Don't give me that fanboy crap. We're 1-5. There's nothing to be proud of right now.
You know what? You're jumping on their 1-5 bandwagon. So
I'd just say him individually, kind of looking at how the great year Cal had, and Shea looks like he's on. He had a great season last year. He seems like he's on track for another great season.
Yeah. I think he's. I can't think of any other catcher who does what he does. I mean, apart from Cal Raleigh, but Cal Raleigh hasn't looked.
Will Smith is obviously. Will Smith is right there too. Obviously, he'd be the other guy I would think of. Brian McCann, JT. That was good, Brian. But I just, to me, that would be kind of a crazy headline. I'm going to have this. I'll go back to you on your next headline. I love the ABS system.
Yeah,
I love it. I mean, Logan Edwards, if you're here, you'd be chewing me out. I love it. I love this.
Edwards.
I don't get your booty on here, Edwards. What's his daughter? You got to get the daughter to sleep. Reader Clifford. I don't know what. But I love the AB. I mean, I love it, Logan. I mean, I that would be my headline too. What's your early takes on it? It's been kind of. We talked about it so much. What do you make after a week of kind of seeing it play out?
Yeah, it's been kind of cool. It's surprising to see how many players have been able to use it. You know, you and I talked about it already. Like certain players were just gonna be told, "Hey, don't even try." But I saw some rookies doing it. I don't know if it's just because CB Buckner was behind the plate. Like, hey, if you think something is off, then you just go ahead and challenge it because it's CB, so it's a 95% chance that it's off. So, but yeah, it's been really cool. I really like it. I think it adds a lot more fairness to the game, and I think, you know, apart from CB Buckner, like it takes the spotlight off the umpires, which has been nice because I don't want to learn, you know, a new umpire's name of who I hate and be like, oh, I can't wait till he exits the game.
Well, he did exit the game. Obviously, not the way you want to be exited a game. Here's the play you're talking about where Bauer lines out the second. Obviously, Buckner's just not looking at the play. There's obviously that's what happens. So it's kind of one of those funny moments as managers. You're like, unbelievable. Like they got to give themselves that grin. It's been rough, and then he goes down with the injury there. We'll see. CB has been a headline. There's no doubt about it. He has been a headline here to start the season. Obviously, with all what he missed, 6 out of 8 calls. When teams have challenged. I got to be honest, that would be tough, right? Like if me and you got behind the plate, but there would be the way that they frame it, the way the ball comes in so fast. It's not like you can. And I would say for the most part, they're pretty darn good. We have missed we have some issues with it as well.
I honestly love that it has a different feel to it than it has in the past couple of years, where the game is determined by the players and it's not determined by the umpires. Where this game would have gone totally different if this umpire didn't miss this call right here.
Yeah,
all these other things, like thinking of games that ended on a bad pitch. I mean, look, the Dominican Republic game.
Stinker
versus America. I mean, think about how different that game would have been if the call was challenged. I mean, I don't want to think about it because I was on the receiving end. So
maybe should have been. Yeah, so that would be one of my headlines. I love it. I love the way the crowd gets into the system a little bit here as well. What's the other headline for you? Oh, go ahead.
I was going to ask, do you love like seeing how bad the call is, or like I don't know if you've seen it, but like some of those calls have been like so off the plate that when they challenge it, they don't even show how far off the plate they are. It's like over 3 inches or something.
It's not the 1.2 or whatever it is. They got the little arrow there with it. Tyler, good to see you. We're just talking about headlines here. A couple of mine were Logan's was the Yankees starting pitching, being awesome to start the year. I have Shea. Could he be the best catcher in the league after this year? And then we were just saying I love the ABS system. Before I get to Logan's next headline, have you liked the challenge system so far and the way they've done it?
Yeah, I think it's been effective. I mean, when CB Buckner's missing 20% of his calls, I mean, you have to institute something. I like how the fans have reacted to it. It becomes like this big old like cheering thing, like when it like saves a strikeout or a walk, or it's been pretty interesting.
Kind of like that tennis feel, right? Like you get when they
start
build up for it a little bit. Like Logan said, I think the big word is like when there's less to complain about, it helps your game overall. That's usually the way you want it. Logan, forget the Tyler's maybe headline that he's had from this MLB season. What was one of maybe another MLB headline that you have?
I think Boston is a big headline right now. They just got swept by the Astros, and then they lost the series to the Reds 2-1. So they're 1-5, I think, right now.
Yep.
And looking at the numbers, I mean, they have some hitting. I mean, it's a slow start. Roman Anthony has been a little bit slow. Wilson Contreras has been slow also. But their pitching, their pitching, I feel like, is the rough part. Garrett Crochet has a 3.27 ERA already.
What do you mean by already? Like
2 starts.
Yeah, that's what with that. 3.27. If that's a bad spot, he's going to be great.
If the Yankees go 5-1 and the Red Sox go 1-5 for every 6 games, they're in trouble at that point. No, I hear you. I think there was a lot. There was some buildup after last year, so it's like you like to see a better start for sure.
Yeah, they're like the pitching rotation has just not been. Brian Bayo, Ranger Suarez has not been great either.
No, he got rough.
Sonny Gray, he's been a little bit rough, showing his age. Kind of glad we got rid of him. And then the bullpen has been mediocre, but so that's kind of interesting because they made all these great additions.
Give it time.
And we didn't think they were going to be like the greatest team in the world, but they're kind of showing a little bit weak right now.
Trevor Story not off to a good start as well. I built him up last week, and he did not get the job done. In that regard, did not get the job. That's a good one as well. The Red Sox kind of struggling there as well. My other one I had is I love Major League Baseball off ESPN a little bit.
Off ESPN?
I don't know what it is. MLB off ESPN to me is I think they had run its course. The coverage they were giving was lackluster. At least, like I said, I think MLB's made good decisions over the last 4 years where I was ripping on them before that. Other than them moving the A's out of Oakland, which obviously is a personal thing, the rules they've made to the game and some of the other stuff, not perfect, but they've moved it in the right direction a little bit. Owners have finally, and some of the players, but we'll see there's a lockout that might be talked about here on 7th inning a little bit. But the point is you're starting to see the fans at least be a little bit more interested. And I keep saying the MLB regular season is better. And another good move is getting them off ESPN, which wasn't doing them any favors the last 3 years. They were only making it like least of a sport. And you get a new network on there. I like the move that they did. I think it was ready. I think it was time to move on there from 2. So that for me, that was kind of a headline as well after the first week.
I agree with you on getting rid of ESPN's gone down in all sports, like as far as their credibility and credit and like how they cover sports. You know how that is. I think baseball's been great the last 4 years with the rule changes.
Yeah.
Manfred deserves some credit for that. Like I used to rip on Manfred nonstop, like you mentioned. It was a tough commissioner for a couple of years where you're like, what is this guy doing? And he's kind of turned it around like the last couple of years, but he deserves credit for that.
I mean, he pulled like I said, I think we could always rip somebody for their job they do. And like, there's still things I'm not, still frustrated with, but and we'll see if we get a lockout. That make he'd be back on my bad side.
Yeah.
We get that side there quickly. Tyler, what has kind of caught your attention here early on in the season?
I mean, I think it's the Braves. I thought they'd be good last year. Acuna would come back, but this year it looks like all right. I think they're going to put it together as long as the pitching staff stays healthy with Strider and Sale at the top. And then they always find these young studs that they're never like top, or sometimes they're top prospects, but like this catcher they have now. I was
Baldwin.
like, where's this kid come from? They just always have this next player. It's like really good baseball player. So I think the Braves have been really fun to watch.
Well, you play the A's too. It's tough. Yeah, it's a good look.
Definitely helps.
You get that part as well. Yeah. Well, you're not going as far as this year on the Braves as you did last year. I'm assuming. So you're not going 100 games good Braves this year. Logan, you got something else that caught your attention?
I do, and it's kind of a big story. So I saw, I don't know when this was written, but a couple days ago, I saw that MLB had overtaken NBA as the second most popular sports league in America. I don't know if you saw this.
No, I didn't.
So, and they said that with opening day, the opening weekend, it had the most views for a league, and it overshadowed the NBA's opening weekend. And it did the numbers: 50 million people. The last World Series between the Dodgers and the Blue Jays had over 50 million people globally watching. It was the biggest audience for an MLB game since 1991. All those people dialed in just to see the Blue Jays choke on 17 different occasions.
Do you think though that's because they might have the most polarizing athlete now in the world?
Well, yeah.
Like if Mike Trout's your best player, you're not getting this.
Yeah. Well, I mean maybe. But see, this is what they also said. So they said the World Baseball Classic final outdrew the 2025 NBA Finals in viewership. The 2026 WBC final drew in 10.8 million, while the 2025 NBA final between the Thunder and the Pacers drew in 10.2 million.
Game 7.
Yeah. And so so just kind of seeing the growth of baseball over the last couple of years has been awesome. And I think like going back to your topic a minute ago, like having it on ABC, having it on Fox. I mean, I saw it was on like Thursday, Friday, Saturday games. I think Sunday games also on Fox News, Netflix. You know, we trashed on Netflix, but it's getting an audience still. Friday Night Baseball, I think, is still on at Apple TV. And so, I mean, it's just really nice to see. And, you know, NBA has done, there's a lot of things that NBA does that I like, but NBA has kind of created its own, become a victim of its own success and just like letting their players be, you know, outspoken and everything. And so,
well, NBA is attached to the hip. It feels like with ESPN too. You know, you have your Lakers, you have your Cowboys talk, you have your. I think that's where that goes. But I just kind of overall, I thought that was a headline for me watching it kind of early on. With it, Ty, you got another headline kind of caught your attention?
Nah, I mean, the Giants are just a mess. I said this in the offseason. If Farhan hired Tony V, it would not have got over this. People would be like, this guy is a moron. What are we doing? But in Buster, we trust. And so far, Buster lets us down as a general manager. Or as a president of the league or team. But I still believe in Buster. It's still early, but it has not been a good first 7 games or 6 games.
So, as Chapman would say, catch the beeping ball. That's what he told. Have you seen this video? Look,
why did he play first base? Is that first base?
Oh, yeah.
Why did he play first base? Tyler, I love it. He's like, oh, yeah. Hey, you guys play the Mets tonight? You got 4-game series. Get back to a little bit. It was pretty pathetic versus the Yankees, though. That would be kind of rough to watch that first 3 games. But you got 8 runs. I feel like I think it's weight. I think you guys. I kind of like Vitella a little bit. I kind of like his interviews. He's at least honest.
Not big.
I don't mind it. All right, I got a couple more, but Logan, let me get to maybe another one you have here too.
Give me 1 second. I'm still pulling it up.
I got the Brewers, and look for real again. Like they're kind of like this scrappy team, like the Blue Jays were. Like honestly, I got to see them early with the A's a little bit and watched them the last couple nights where they did lose to the Rockies, but their lineup is like a weird lineup where it's not like superstar, but like they really grind out at bats, and I continue to be impressed with this team. And the Brewers remind me of that. They don't have the pitching, I think, long term to make it happen. They have Miz. That's wow. been electric to start the year. But I think the Brewers are back at it a little bit this year, like saying, "Hey, we were the best team last year. There's a reason we're the best team. We could lose Churio, we could lose Vaughn, and we're still going to put on a show for you." Maybe it's early, maybe it's the reverse of last year, but they seem like the coach has a good feel for that team too. I really like their squad.
Yeah, they've been a lot better this season than I thought they would be. I thought with some of their losses of Peralta and some of those other guys, I just thought, yeah, they're going to do another rebuild, but they always surprise me because no matter how many guys, the studs they get rid of, I mean, they're still awesome.
Well, Miz has been awesome to start the year.
Well, yeah.
When you get that out of him, you're going to be pretty good. Like he's been absolutely just kind of sick, to be honest, to start the year with his stuff. Kind of gives me what's the guy that was on the Mets? Soderstrom, or not Soderstrom? What's the A's guy? Gosh, what's the Syndergaard? For some reason, I'm blanking there. Syndergaard. He kind of reminds me of him coming on a little bit. Obviously, even more good stuff than him. So that kind of always gets my attention as well. Do you have a headline here?
I do.
What is it?
It's a doozy. It's been something I've been trying to talk about for, I think, a year now.
Yeah.
So, Rob Manfred, I wish Tyler was here for it, has been the best commissioner that MLB has had forever in the game's existence. He has done so much good for the game, and we trashed on him whenever he first came into power. But the changes that he has made has positively impacted the game, and like I said in the last story, has grown the game exponentially. Has the way made so many.
I think for me, when I look back at the last years, I think he does deserve ripping for a few things. But I think the one thing he did do well is that he, kind of to your point, is he took chances in the minor leagues with a lot of these things, and the other sports aren't quite doing that. And so he was forced to do that because he could see it declining. And you have that big strike in 93. You have games kind of like the NBA, where I said like every MLB game felt like it could go 4 hours almost. Yeah. And the product was diminishing. What are you hearing about NBA fans now? I just got 3 balls. You got that. And you get the kind of same narrative, like, oh, the guys aren't playing. And you have that narrative, like they're just steroid good. Like you have that kind of thing going through it. So, that's a good point to. So you said, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, so I had a list of things that he did. Pitch clock in 2023, a 15-second timer. We don't even think about the pitch clock anymore.
Nope.
Automatic intentional walk, which I think it has always been kind of dumb, the 4-pitch walk. Although it was always cool whenever the one guy was able to hit it. And but anyways,
I kind of like that one for some weird reason. I don't know what it is. Like that's the randomness of it. Yeah, no, that's a good one. All right, keep going.
Restrictions. The getting rid of the shift, which was able to allow players to actually hit the ball. And I get it; it was smart, but Juan Soto, yeah.
Shea, what are we talking about? Shea Legally?
It's smart. It was smart to have the shift, but it just was kind of ruining the game whenever you had like five players
I hated it.
on the left side of it was just dumb. Larger bases, increased base size from 15 inches to 18 inches to promote safety and encourage base stealing. Wider baseline to first, 3-batter minimum for pitcher. I love Tony La Russa, but he would manipulate those things, have the lefty specialists, which we don't have anymore. The universal DH, when you got rid of the free out, which was a pitcher. I know there were people that hated it, but I love that we have all players in the lineup are competitive and able to help out the team. Roster, don't care about that. Automated balls and strikes, the golden at bat, which is something that that they're still talking about. Let's see, the administrator. anyways, he's done so much to help the game and broaden the landscape for the game. And so I think he's done awesome. I'm going to actually hate when he leaves. So I think baseball fans need to
bow down,
put some respect on him. Do you think the umps are making bad calls on purpose to make the ABS challenge a part of the game? I think CB Buckner is. But not to help the ABS challenge. I think he
doesn't care. He's not looking at it like that. He just sucks.
I think he just loves being the center of attention and he doesn't mind being the villain. He's just glad that every baseball fan knows his name and loves him.
Well, they know him all right. They definitely know him that after the last 2 nights, he goes down. Obviously you don't want to see anybody get hurt, but it's just kind of been a tough week for CBs. We've obviously been in the news. So Aaron asked here again, you think the umps are making bad calls on purpose to make the ABS challenge a part of the game? Aaron, I said I liked it. I said I was a big fan of it to start the year out with it. I liked it to start. I liked that's the way it is. What did you think of Lindor this week? Wasn't he the guy that had the bad plays against the Cardinals? Or is that a different time?
Anyways, I don't know.
He was awful.
I didn't watch any of the Mets. The Mets game was at like 12 o'clock every day, so I always missed it.
Tough. Those morning games are tough for sure. Logan, what do you think of this one? Padres will sell.
Man,
is that me going too far out? This is me going 94 games out. We're selling. We're going 6 games in, and I'm saying you're selling. I mean, they would have good players to sell. Laureano, Machado,
right?
Tatis, right? Like they would have. Merrill. I mean, they're not trading Merrill, but they'd have good pieces. The Cronenworth even. I just feel like the Dodgers are there. It's tough. It's tough, right? So is this team good enough? Do you just get lucky in the playoffs? Do you just kind of keep beating your head against the wall? If I'm a fan, I want them to keep beating that head against the wall. But me and you are not fans necessarily like that, like our guy David Mays out here of the Padres. Are they? Will they sell? Is this the season? They've kind of shown signs of it in the offseason.
I don't know. They lost the series to the Giants, so I kind of say they should sell. But I don't know. I don't like. To me, it's I talk about this every year. There's always that one team where you're like, I think they should sell, but the problem is I don't know how much they should sell. Like the who was it? The Mets last year. I think the Padres are going to be that team where I just don't know. Like, do you get rid of Tatis? Do you get rid of Machado? Do you get rid of Laureano? Do you get rid of some of these guys, those studs?
Yeah.
I think you have to. I think you got to get rid of, whoever you can.
Yeah.
I don't like.
It's just a weird team this year. They have a lot of good players.
Yeah.
They can get. They have Miller. They could even trade if they wanted to.
Yeah, and like to me, I'm thinking, okay, so Machado is older and has a little bit left on his contract. Tatis is younger but has a massive contract. Who do you get rid of? And I'm thinking, I feel like you got to get rid of Tatis, but once Machado gets out, then you're left with nobody. And so I'm curious, like what, I don't know. They kind of bought themselves into a corner. They try to be they're trying to be the Dodgers, but they couldn't be with the Dodgers. So spending wise. And so it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, the Padres are in a weird spot this year. That's why when we talked about them, they were one of the more interesting teams for me. Aaron, we also hit on Red Sox here. Yeah, we were saying the Red Sox, are they gassed out from the World Baseball Classic? There was a lot of guys that played for them. I think you're seeing some of that. Hopefully it doesn't scare people away. You saw that the first start with Skeens. Webb bounced back a little bit in the second game. Still not his best stuff. So there's probably a little bit to it, but I think it's too early for them. Logan did have them as kind of a headline there, as well as the team that we were kind of concerned about. All right, Logan, I got just one more, but you got any more headline you want to hit on here before we get to 7? Diamond
I
notes?
don't think so, but go ahead and do yours, and I'll see if I can find one more.
All right. So the last one I want to have on here is I got to give the Royals a little credit. The tribute they had to Mr. Gore that passed away, Terrence Gore that passed away. I that was good stuff. Like sometimes you just watch sports and you have to kind of know the game a little bit. Like I said, me and you follow it quite a bit, so we know some of these guys on a deeper level than just somebody that's just like, hey, what's baseball for the first time? Like I get that. So if you didn't watch baseball, you wouldn't know him. He was he was kind of known for his speed. Was a big part of their World Series team there. And I watched, for some reason, I watched that whole game from start to finish. And then once I saw that they were honoring him on this, I kind of stuck with it a little bit the whole time, started watching it. And you just like, this is why I love baseball. This is why I love sports. Like, this is what it came down. He throws a strike. You're right there to Gordon, I believe it was, the catcher for him. And there's Zane Gore's son throwing out the first pitch here. Throws a strike. Good pitch there, by the way. I just thought that was good stuff. And I don't want to be cheesy about it, but I got to actually speak what's on my mind as well. And I thought that was really good stuff by the Royals this week.
Yeah. How did he die? Do you remember?
Surgery. Someone in surgery and it kind of went wrong is what I remember.
Okay. Yeah. I got to be honest. Like I remember hearing it, but I didn't it was not a big deal. So it's nice to see that they're like, hey, we still remember, even though this Gore guy was not, he's
not your best player
face.
of all time.
Yeah,
or anything like
yeah,
that.
he's not.
But he's part of a World Series team and a big part of it against the A's in that wild card. He was a piece of crap. He was a stolen base guy. He got on base and he was known for stealing 85% of his bases. So I just like the way a team's honor people on opening day. And so I give the Royals a little shout out for the way they were the way they respected one of their teammates, maybe not one of the guys even you remember for that Royals team, but a big part of it in that sense. So that kind of leads to the nostalgia part of it that I like a little bit here to it. You got one more? You want me to get the diamond notes here?
I think I'm good.
All right. Let's get to Peter time then. Let's get into it. I got a few for you, Logan. Here we go. No, we can't do that. I wish we got to bring that, but ACDC. Diaz, Dodgers entrance, Miller, Padres entrance, SoCal going at it with that type of drama. Early on, Edwin Diaz looking like he's going to be the thing the Dodgers might have needed there last year a little bit. Great pickup early on. I think but man, woo! Great start for him. Aaron, how you feeling about that out there? No, come on, Aaron. It's friendly. Shark Celebrity. He likes Celebrity. I would listen to his hockey takes. I know he loves Mr. Celebrity. But no, what do you think about that though? Just with them a little bit going at it there. Diaz, great addition for the Dodgers. Just looks like he would do.
Yeah, you've been liking Devin Williams. That's good.
He was good at the Brewers, for God's sake.
Actually, what he says, Diaz's entrance is the Timo version of Queens. That is very true. That one entrance, it just was not good. With that one lady doing the Timmy Trumpets, it wasn't.
MLB tried to sell it though. They tried to sell it.
Yeah.
Oh, Timmy Trumpet. That's one of those videos where you're like, I'm gonna go back. If I see it out there, I'm gonna watch that one again. That's good stuff right there. That's good stuff. That's what you can't. And that's gonna be the best ever. He's not gonna be allowed to do that one. He's not gonna be able to do that one. But him to the Dodgers though makes them go to another level.
Yeah, and seeing how bad some of I think I saw Tanner Scott gave away a couple runs last night, and the bullpen has just not been as good as they wanted, especially with the Tanner Scott signing and some of their other signings. So, it's been good, I guess. That's something to have someone to have kind of a reliance on. So.
Connor Griffin, 9 years, 140 Pirates. All right, Paul Skeens, you'll be gone in 5 years, but we'll have Connor there to pick you up at the end of the contract. No, I mean, I guess it's got to be a good sight if you're a Pirates fan. Obviously, you got to like that. That's no doubt about it. You got to like that. You're taking a chance. This is how the Pirates and these smaller franchises have to do deals. So I actually give them some credit there on that regard. Hopefully they hit. I don't know much about him. I know he had a great spring. A lot of money for a young guy. 9 years, 140. The White Sox didn't pay off for them quite the way they were hoping when they did that a few years ago. Pirates, you like them taking a chance like this?
Yeah, and he's the number 1 prospect in MLB, so that's always nice. So yeah, I mean,
shout out Joe, Profar.
Yeah, but anyways. Oh gosh, that was a low blow right there.
I had to do that. He's easy fruit right there. It's easy right there.
Oh,
easy
man.
picking. You were saying
though. Yeah, he's. It's nice to see that the Pirates are actually trying to lock down some players. It's funny that they haven't tried to lock down Paul Skeens, or I mean, they have, I guess, but they're just not paying him what he's deserved or owed. But yeah, it does seem nice that they're trying to get something for the future, and so they do have a competitive date in mind at some point.
At some point, 10 years from now is the end of it. When he's at his end of his contract. I'm gonna just give you a little slap to the face. Just wake up a little bit here. This is just joking, like in terms of I can't believe you didn't have it as a headline. So I'm gonna put it in diamond notes here. Your boy JJ, come on, you didn't mention him. Come on, you're in love. Your new guy, Trey Turner. Oh,
whoa!
You love this guy. Your boy JJ, from the Cardinals. Come on, I can't believe you didn't mention him. I thought you said MVP, Hall of Fame. What's going on?
I did not say Hall of Fame. I did not say.
I might have put that in your. I might have put.
I did not say MVP.
New crush. Yeah, he said new man crush here.
I just like that he wears my number and he plays my position. So
he's been good though. He's been decent to start. Got some clutch.
He's been solid.
How do you say the last name? Give me the last name.
Weatherholt.
All right, I always want to say Weederholt. It's Weatherholt. All right, it's Weatherholt. We got it. Not Weederholt. We got it. Batting leadoff for you guys too.
Yeah,
big spot.
That's kind of cool. 1 home run, 4 RBIs, 1 stolen base, 280 batting average. It's really nice that he's like, you hear him talk. He's very calm. He's very cool. Like he's like, listen, when I hit that home run, I was just trying to, put the ball in play. And then when he hit that walk-off single the other day, he was like, I didn't let the moment affect me. I just did what I needed to do. And I was like, that's awesome. That's like really cool whenever you're just calm and you don't have to I don't have to be like, oh, he's swinging at trash. He's got a very good eye for a 23-year-old.
Yeah.
23-year-old. So I'm very excited for him. Oh gosh, he was born in 2002. Oh, good Lord.
Come on. It's all right. I just think it's been good to see how things.
Yeah. And I saw the other day they're trying to extend him too. So that would be really cool to see them putting so much faith in this guy. That's really cool.
I liked Sandy calling out the fans, saying, fans not here, but we still love him. It was 6,600 in his Maddox game. I'm going to just be honest. There's certain they probably shouldn't be in Miami. Like if you were to redo it and just say people's feelings aren't hurt, nothing's hurt, we're just making money, you would move them. Like that's what would happen. I mean, is that harsh to say? Or to me, that's the reality of the situation. Is if you could, fans would be pissed at me, like, I hate you. But I remember, I just think that the way they show up, if you had an ideal city, you'd move them somewhere else. But Miami just not showed up for us.
I think Miami would be a perfect spot.
So why don't Miami would be
perfect? Because the team sucks. I mean, you don't.
But they've
The
shown they
only
don't
guy.
show up all the time. Ownership,
Well,
don't
yeah,
you think?
but they haven't been a good team for almost 20 years now.
Yeah, ownership is the key then.
Yeah, and I mean, you
It
like
always
even
is.
when Jazz was the big guy. I mean, Jazz is not a big name. Sandy Alcantara is your best player, and he hasn't been good for 2 years. I mean, he's showing up now, but I mean,
Yeah. No, I hear you.
even if your best player is a starting pitcher, that's not great. And so I can't remember what John Carlo was like what kind of crowd he drew, but I'm sure he drew quite a bit. But I mean, Miami, I mean, you think about it, you saw it with the WBC, and I get that it was like different countries, but when you saw Venezuela versus America, I mean, that place was stacked. America was playing in a home field, but they were the visiting team, it felt like.
Yeah.
And I mean, they got to sack up and like, hey, we're going to get some guys. And so
Yeah.
I think Miami would be a perfect place for a baseball team because it's definitely you got Cubans, you got Dominican Republics, you got Venezuelans, you got Puerto Ricans all in that area.
Yeah.
It's got to be perfect for it. They just want a good team, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, I hear you. It always comes down to ownership, competitiveness. Are you trying for these things? Are you not trying? I totally agree. I at the end of the day, it's hard for me not to say you're right, Logan, on that. Yeah. What was the guy you were saying that was late today? We said his name was Carter something.
Carter Jensen. Carter Jensen.
Pascal ripped on him for being late, sleeping late to the party. I mean, how do you? That's a tough one. Let's get Mr. Italy's own. Is he Italy's own? I don't know. Let's get him on here on this
catcher who's preparing to DH today, and then his world gets a little rocked that an hour and a half before the game, he's not going to be DHing. So you credit to Salvi today for being ready. First and foremost, we're glad Carter's okay, right? I mean, that was kind of the initial thought when you're trying to get a hold of his parents and everything like that, to just make sure everything's okay. But once you find out he's okay, it's like, all right, it's a growing moment. He's really young. There are some things that cannot happen, and that's one of them. So he's going to have to wear it on the chin, same way anybody would have to. So it can't happen. And, hopefully it doesn't happen again. But it's one of those things that you can't afford mistakes like that in this game. So just gotta move forward the best that he can. I know he feels really bad.
Kind of interesting comments from one of their best players on their team, basically saying, to be honest, Logan, let's be honest, that's the truth. What he said was the truth. I think, you oversleep. I mean,
yeah.
I think we've all done that in some sense where you're like, oh crap, like you're just like, you feel like an idiot. I mean, I don't say it, but it'd be tough in an MLB situation.
Yeah, and I'm curious,
especially when you're young.
I don't know. That is very true, but like, have you heard about the new iPhone update that included like Hasbit for your alarm?
No.
And so the I can't remember what it's called, but your alarm sometimes doesn't work because your phone senses if you're sleeping, you're having a restful sleep, so it doesn't set your alarm for you.
Yeah.
So like you can set it, but it still won't go off. And so I wonder if that's what happened to him.
I mean, my brothers use that a lot on Sunday mornings when and I'm late to the podcast. I couldn't make it. Make it. Like, what? My alarm it did set. Unbelievable.
Yeah, no, I'm not even kidding. This has like been a big thing the last last month. Yeah. So I'm curious if that's what happened to him, but I mean, everybody else was able to get in. So, but yeah, I mean, he's a young kid, so it was probably gonna happen anyways. But, yeah, you got to be better. I don't know how those guys sleep though, because if I'm a rookie, I'm like, I'm not sleeping ever again. Like I'm ready to go. Let's play every game right now.
I'm ready to wake up at any point now, sir. That is where I'm at with it. Yeah, I thought that was kind of a crazy thing from the week that you mentioned as well. Me and Logan almost here 45 minutes in. Me and him could just talk baseball forever. What teams do you find yourself watching early on?
Ooh, I mean,
besides your obvious Yankees,
and Yankees, Cardinals. Who have I been watching? It's funny because I was actually thinking we need to start saying like games we're excited to watch this week. The Tigers, I've been kind of keeping an eye out on them. The Mariners, I'm kind of curious to see what they're like. The Reds have been kind of interesting for me because I've been like, are you gonna be the real deal this season? But I just watch kind of what I can. I tried to watch some games today, and I realized
I think that's part of it, though. Logan is like obviously baseball is suited to the way you live your life a little bit.
Yeah,
and that's why I love baseball on the radio, because if I'm like driving home from work, I could put it on my app, then you put it up, sync it up, and I'm ready to go. There's things that I love about it. Like it might be at my time, like the A's played at 9:15 my time on Wednesday, 9:15 but it's 12:15 in Atlanta. You get my point, like so. Yeah. It's like an early start. So like I'm at work doing a few things, got that going on. Obviously I can't listen to 3 hours, but it's fun to have it on as background noise, just like you would music or something like that. So so that's to me what I love about that part of it. For sure. That's the part I enjoy. You were talking about games you're looking forward to next week. Is there something on your mind with that a little bit? I have a couple I was looking forward to, but
why don't you go ahead and I'll
I thought San Diego, Boston, the way we talked about them tonight. Kind of curious where that series kind of goes a little bit. I always like Cubs, Cleveland. That one will have my attention as well. And then to me, the other one is Brewers, Royals. Kind of just seeing that series too. Giants, Mets from a different perspective. It's kind of a local one, but I do like that other the Royals one. As well, taking on at home against the Brewers. I said the Brewers are pretty good. Set the logo over Sprout. The Royals should have an advantage there. So those are ones that I'm kind of looking forward to a little bit as the St. Louis, Detroit's not bad. See if St. Louis can give Detroit a little run as well. So that would be something. Did you guys talk about Kelsey's talking smack about baseball? No, is this Travis? Is this Mr. Swift? Kelsey is Kelsey. So anyways, those were a couple of games I kind of were looking forward to this week a little bit. So I don't know. Any thoughts on those ones or anything else that you see on the schedule that Marlins Yankees? That take your Marlins Yankees?
Yeah. I'm really excited about that one. Phillies and Giants I'm kind of interested in. Phillies have kind of had a rough start, losing to the Nationals, and I think they lost to the Rangers also.
They'll play them after the Mets. Yep.
I'd like to see Diamondbacks and Mets. Like you said, they're just kind of seeing how because the Diamondbacks have been pretty good already, and so Brewers. Yeah, I mean it's going to be. Yeah, there's nothing that because it's weird because we don't even know what some of these teams are. So this week is kind of a building.
It's a big building week.
Yeah. This is what we're gonna be expecting for the season now. So, I'm pretty excited for this next week. I'm looking at the Travis Kelsey comments. Under fire for controversial baseball take. While we might not, what did he say?
Kyler Murray should play baseball. Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You got it.
On their most recent episode of the show, the Kelsey brothers discussed baseball players' conditioning, wondering why they train like marathoners running from foul pole to foul pole in the outfield instead of doing more sprints up the baseline. It makes no sense. You should be running sprints or doing base running. No running foul pole to foul pole. Okay,
but they got to understand, when you sprint, you don't turn. There's a little and there's a longevity to that. So yeah, you don't want to. You can't blow out your. Those are those. What else did he say? Did he say anything else?
No, I guess that was it.
That is a little weird. I'm not gonna say as a baseball fan, it's a different take.
So someone replied saying, "A 162 game season is a marathon. It's not a sprint. The Kelsey brothers need to stop talking about things they clearly know nothing about." Yeah. So I mean, yeah, like I mean, first of all, them running from foul pole to foul pole is just a warm up. It's not like their entire conditioning. If you think that's their entire conditioning, then you're an idiot. I mean, I don't think that the Kelseys like they run from end zone to end zone and think that like that's their conditioning for the entire week.
He's a setter. He can't do that.
No, it's a warm up. I mean, that's what those guys do. They're trying to warm up and not cramp or hurt themselves later. So I mean, it's a conditioning. I mean, it's nothing horrible. Like those guys are lifting 2 hours a day, running on the treadmill or running on the field sometimes. I mean, they're conditioned. So that's just I don't know if Travis is just like thinking, oh, this is their entire exercise for the entire week. And they do the base running drills sometimes, but I mean, those are kind of risky sometimes because you know if you hit the base wrong, you're gonna twist. Yeah.
Oh, so, man. Dude, that's a funny.
It's just dumb. It's retarded. He's an idiot.
Well, let's see how much of an idiot you are with MLB trivia.
Oh crap!
It was a good lead-in for me. I couldn't take it. I had to take it. That's a good lead-in for it. Oh, no. I take it when you got it for me.
You're gonna be the next Kelsey brother if I mess up.
Kelsey brother with it. All right, Logan, I'm going to give you a couple here just to kind of test your knowledge here with it. Who were the 2020 AL and NL MVPs?
It wasn't Luke. No, it wasn't Luke Voigt. I know Freddie Freeman was the NL.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Was 2020
2020, yep, 2020.
Was that who's the White Sox player?
Oh, you're right. Do you want me to give you the name?
What's his name? Yeah.
Jose Abreu.
Abreu, yeah.
All right, good. I thought you would get that one, so I kind of set up for a kind of a round two here.
1920 MVPs.
Was it any fun? No, I'm not going to kill you like that much. 2013.
AL and NL?
Yeah.
Okay, so NL was Andrew McCutchen because he beat out Paul Goldschmidt.
God, he's good, people. He's good.
AL.
Tim
Don't give me any hint yet because I'm trying to.
Killer was Paul Goldschmidt, people.
Yeah.
Unbelievable player. Logan Stone is on his game. McGurk, that's why you got off the air right now. You couldn't deal with this. You couldn't deal with it. What do you, who's your AL there? Who's your AL there, Logan?
13.
I think this might be a tough one for you.
Was it Verlander?
No, you have the right team.
Is it? Oh, duh. It's Miggy.
There you go. All right, there you go. All right, this is the tough one for you. 1999.
Oh, crap. Okay, so, well, no. Was it Sammy Sosa?
It was not Samuel.
No, that was 98. Because that was a stupid. Never mind. I'm not even.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, don't go there. But I agree. I agree.
You've heard that tangent.
I've heard that tangent. Let's not do that right now. Not during trivia. Not during trivia. 1999. One of them played in the state union. You're limited right now.
99.
He's playing in that. Yep. He was a 99 MVP from the Rangers. And
no, it's not. It's not A-Rod, right?
Not A-Rod. You got part of the name right. You got part of the name right.
Oh, this is a guy. Oh, I know who it is, and now.
Yeah.
I never get this guy's name.
Ivan Rodriguez.
Really?
Ivan Rodriguez, 1999 NL chip off the old block. It was the NL MVP. And so that's your MVP winners. Pudge and Larry Jones. Aaron, you're always good at that one. I'll give you this one.
He
Aaron,
looked it up. He
might have. Aaron, you weren't here with me last week. Logan didn't even know who this player was. So just real quick, I'm not going to go through it, but Aaron, here's the first clue. It's got to take a look at it real quick. I'm not going to go into the whole thing. This is just a special edition for you, Aaron, because I love you and I love the way you do trivia with it on this show. You see it there below. All right, look, this is just for you, Aaron. He was two-time MVP world. He won in 2000. It was a Rookie of the Year candidate in 2000 there as well, and then won two World Series. One of them with the Phillies, one of them with the Giants. Hit 30 more home runs. He batted left. He was batted right-handed left field. See if you can get that on before the show ends there. Let's see if you can get it. That's extra credit, right, Logan? That's extra credit there on the 7th inning.
I don't even remember his name.
Yep, you don't, because it's just disappointing. No, you can't get it. All right. All right. MLB flashback. Here we go.
Dude. No.
Yeah, we got it. This is an interesting at bat. I kind of saw this online. I have it dated back to a year and a half ago. So this is a flashback for me, even on my stuff looking back at it. And I always try to delete everything I put on MLB flashback so I never show it again as one of them. So this one I don't believe I have showed Kilby people if I've done it a year and a half ago, but it's a beauty. Mr. Bumgarner going against his arch enemy, Mr. Puig, with the Dodgers. Enjoy.
That's a strike, 1-1. Puig backed out of the box right in the middle almost. I think he had something in his eye. Yep. Instead of turning and asking for time, he just took the strike. And a high fly ball to center. Back goes Pagan to the track, to the wall, gone. Five home runs for Yasiel Puig. That gets the Dodgers on the scoreboard. It's 3-1, San Francisco, and whoa. Did Bumgarner holler something at Puig? Puig certainly got angry. The plate umpire now trying to, I don't know what happened. But Puig is angry.
Oh, man, those guys just always went at it. Bumgarner, I always felt he was too sensitive at the end of his career.
Yeah. He's
I would say he's a little too sensitive at the end of his career. Would you agree?
Oh yeah.
He just felt like he got too.
He was
too
a crybaby. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's
ahead,
funny. Sorry. I always think about Yasiel Puig. Sorry.
Don't die on us. God, we're not praying he sells. We don't want Logan. It's in the Padres. Well, he asked with the Padres. I brought up your Padres earlier in the show, just to let you know. On that comment, will this sell? Yeah, go ahead, Logan.
But yeah, like Yasiel Puig, like when he came up, everyone was like, "Oh, he's going to be the best player ever," and then like everyone started hating on him, and I think it was just because of the stuff he was doing on the field, like he hit that long fly ball that turned out to be a double, and it actually it turned out to be a single because he was just walking. And I mean, he just became like the most hated guy in the entire league.
I forgot about that. He really did become it because of that. He was like, trivia, Logan. I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed by those first two. 99, I would not expect you to get that, but that was a Tyler one there for that one. But obviously, internet issues are what they are. I enjoyed it. We went over some headlines this week. Probably similar to next week as well. I'll have some different angles with it as we kind of have another week of baseball. But I feel first weekend, get some early headlines. Shea, best catcher of the American baseball. Let's go. One week into the season here with it. JJ, I'll say he's a Hall of Famer. I'll have the guts to say he's a Hall of Famer there with it. We got that there with Logan Stone. Josh Edwards, you were texting during the show. Yeah. Come on, man. We need you. We need you one of these. Let's go. I'm not even every week. Just give us like that celebrity appearance where it's like, my God, we are, you know what I mean, Logan? Like
we're in the presence.
Oh my, like presence of God. Like, I mean, that's what it is. I mean, like that's what we have. We have this guy
Your boy Aaron got the
ABS, take that. That's what we want. We want those takes there for Mr. Edwards. Edwards, we're thinking of you out there, brother. We need you.
Aaron got your boy, got Pat Burrell, by the way.
Damn,
I think he cheated on that one too.
All right, Devon White. That's my. I raised my. Got him on Devon White one time. That's my guy that I got it with. I always look, Aaron. Unbelievable. Is this live or am I watching a little replay? I believe you're probably watching a little replay if you just commented on the Padres with it. But I appreciate you, sir. We've
been off the air for 2 hours. You just didn't know it.
We're not there yet. Come on, we're still talking a little bit. We're still talking a little bit. McGurk, appreciate you trying to jump on today as well. It is what it is. We'll hopefully get you on the next one. Logan, good baseball week. We kind of see what's in store for us next week. Here as well, got some good weekend series coming up. We talked about those and some good early week matches that you talked as well. So baseball in the books. I could breathe again a little bit. I could breathe. What we got here? He was the only logical answer for that Phillies logo. He didn't even know his name, Aaron. He didn't know his name.
I still have never heard of him. I looked him up and I was like, okay, well. Missed that guy, but I know Bo Vaughn, so that's all that matters.
That's all. The rest of you can just go. You know where you get where it is. All right. Well, we're gonna we'll go there with it. All right, Logan. Appreciate you, my man. Hopefully, see you next week. Aaron, I'm gonna try to get you next week. We're gonna go tough next week. All right, guys. Peace.